All right, so we just went to see a woman that has a dog named Vernon. So tell me about him.
He is a lovable, big dog.
Yeah.
He pulls, which is not, a horrible issue. My biggest things with him are the front door, which I've been working on with him since I got him. Craig has come out and helped me with him, and he just goes at the door.
What do you mean at the door?
Like he's going to go through it when someone knocks on the door.
When someone knocks on the door?
Yes. So I put him in his place. I've gotten him to calm down to the point where people can get in, on the leash, obviously. And then once they're in and they come in and they sit down, he's done.
Yeah.
So it's just that initial, and I don't know if I can ever break him of that. He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Where, I don't think he's gonna hurt anybody. I know he's protecting me because he doesn't do it anywhere else.
Just the front door?
Just the front door and just at my house. I bring him, my parents live around the corner, I bring him there every week. People come and go.
Doesn't bother?
Doesn't even blink an eye.
Okay.
So I know it's me, and and I understand that.
Yeah.
I can't get him to go in his crate.
You can't get him to go in the crate?
No, and he's been in it since I got him day one. And then one morning, he just decided he was done with it. And now he won't go in, and I don't want to push him.
All right, we're going to fix all that.
Yeah, so, and like I said, it's nothing major. Yeah. It's just stuff that I want to either reinforce that I'm doing it properly.
Yeah, so what have you been doing?
Well, as far as the crate goes, I try treats, but he doesn't, not that he doesn't buy it, but he can reach them without going all the way in.
Yeah.
And I don't want to push him, and I don't want him to feel like he's trapped and then have him react negatively to it.
Yeah.
I like that he's loose in the house because it's good for me, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But there are instances where I would like to be able to put him in the crate if I have someone come to the house to work on it or whatever the case might be.
Yeah. I'm going to show you what to do with the leash.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to get rid of that collar because that's too thick. I'm going to show you why.
Okay.
All right?
I'm smiling because I was told to get him a heavier collar.
When someone knocked at the door, he rushed at the door. So I showed her how to kind of like reprogram his mind into how he feels about someone knocking on the door. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to start working on the door.
Okay.
So what we want to do is we want to change the way he feels about this. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to make it a good thing instead of a thing to panic over.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to do this. Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Good boy. Good. You want to keep doing this just to get him over that. Give him treats, everything over here.
Okay.
Good boy. So this becomes something good instead of something to panic over.
Right.
I also showed him how to get the dog's attention by the name game. Getting the name game is when you, I showed that when you say the dog's name, he gives you eye contact. So that once the dog gives you eye contact, he learns that when his name is called to look at me, so that he can be redirected. And you can change how he feels about something by doing that. You can have him sit, or you can have him doing something else, other than focus on whatever it is he's focusing on. Good boy. The other thing is, I want to show you. Is I want to show you how to get his attention when you want to redirect him.
Okay.
So, Vernon, sit. Good boy. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the kibble to his nose. Vernon. Vernon. Yes. Good boy. As soon as he gives you eye contact, you give him a treat.
Okay.
Vernon. Vernon. Yes. Good boy. Vernon. Vernon. That's okay. They all do that. Vernon. Vernon. He'll figure it out. Vernon. 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 Yes. Good boy.
Okay.
Good, Vernon. Good boy. Vernon. Vernon. These are the distractions.
Right.
Vernon. 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 He can hear me, but he's...
Yeah, he's
and
choosing
that's why this exercise is so good. Vernon. Vernon. Yes. Good, Vernon. Good boy. Good, Vernon. So you want to practice that with him so that when you call him,
doesn't
he gives
matter
you eye
what's going
contact.
on, he's
right
living
there.
my life.
Then you could change his, you could redirect him.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Vernon. Good, Vernon. Yes, good, Vernon. Good boy. Good, Vernon. Good boy. Good, Vernon. Good boy. Vernon, sit. Sit. Yes, good. Sit. Good boy. Good, sit. Vernon pulls on Leash. Vernon charges other dogs once in a while. The problem with Vernon is he doesn't know the rules of the leash. He's probably lived in the backyard. He's a rescue. He's probably lived, you know, who knows what he's been through, but he didn't know the rules of the leash. So I showed her how to train a dog how to walk on a leash properly and what's expected of the leash. Vernon can hear very well, right? So what we want to do is we want to get that out of his head that he can ignore you.
Okay.
When you say his name, and that's going to help you when you're redirecting. So we're doing it one way, which is we're helping him to understand. We're showing him what you want when you say his name by doing the name game with him, with the treats.
Okay.
Now I'm going to show you that we're going to give him 2 seconds to comply. 2 seconds to look at you when you say his name.
Okay.
Right? These are like a lot better.
Okay.
Because they're very smooth.
Right. Yeah, that
These thick ones, they drag.
It gets stuck.
Yeah, you can hear them dragging.
Yeah.
And this is not good.
If it's not up high enough and if it sits too low, it definitely does that.
These are really nice. They slide good. So you know how to use this? The right way to use it?
I think I do.
All right, I'm going to show you the right way. This is how it comes, right? I'm going to slip it through the hole. Right? You're gonna turn around. It's got to be a P.
A P. Okay, that's what I was. That's what I was taught. So
P slides over his head.
At least I was doing that right.
It's on that side.
Right.
Because this is the live ring and this is the dead ring.
Right.
Your leash goes onto the live ring. Right. Good boy.
Right.
Sit. Yes. Good. Sit. 2 seconds. Vernon. Good boy.
Now he thinks he's going for a walk.
Good boy. Good. Good boy. Vernon, sit. Good, sit. Good boy. Good, sit. So now when you use this, you want to make sure you're going this way.
To the outside, right.
Not this way, not any other way. It's always to the side, this way.
Right, because that's snapping him.
Right. And there's a difference between a knockout punch and a jab.
Right.
As quick as you take it out, as quick as you put it in. So it's just a so that's what you want it to sound like.
Right.
When you practice, you'll start to get good at it. It goes. Right. You don't hear like that when it drags.
Okay. Yeah.
You want a nice slip. Right? Good boy, come. Yes, good boy, Vernon. Vernon, sit. Sit. Good, sit. Good boy, Vernon. Good, sit. Good, Vernon. Good, sit. See, when you do this enough, you give him high value, especially high value treats. He's going to start associating this with something good as opposed to panicking.
Right.
And that's what he does. He panics. We don't want him to panic anymore.
No, because I know that's what it's usually that, or that they're scared, and that's why they react.
Right.
That's...
So you can even have somebody that he knows stand on the other side, and when somebody taps it, you give him the treat.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So that he gets...
He puts that together.
Right. He puts it together, and he starts to see it differently.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the things you want. Now remember, the 2 second. He's got 2 seconds to comply to a sit.
Okay.
And that is just showing your, your leadership.
Right.
Where you say something, you want it done.
Right. Okay.
Once he learns the name game, where he starts to look you in the eye, how you can really tell that he really knows it is you say his name and turn around. If he comes around you and looks you in the eye, he absolutely knows it. And that's what you want. That's right.
Eventually, that's what you want. Okay.
So now I'm going to show you how to walk him.
Okay.
Good boy. Ready? Now you see the state of mind he's in?
Yeah, he's crazed.
Right. If you let him leave like that, that's how he's going to walk.
I make him sit.
Vernon, sit. Good, sit. Good boy. Now if he tries to pull you out of the door, sit.
I usually use the word wait.
Good boy.
To get myself out first, even when I put
him. That too.
Even when I put him outside in the back, I try to make him wait.
You can't say wait and let him go anyway.
No.
Just
wait.
Close the door.
So then I go and then I let him out.
And that's a perfect way to teach a dog how to wait.
Okay.
Where when you open the door, wait. Good boy. Let's go. Even here. Turn. Wait. Boy, let's go. Now, what you're gonna start doing, and you can do it right here because what I want you to do is teach him what's expected of him.
Okay.
If you try to do it while you're going on a regular walk,
right,
it's gonna give you a problem.
Right.
You can even do it in your backyard to practice.
Okay.
But here's what I want you to start doing. You're gonna almost borderline harass him.
Okay.
Right? So that he starts to pay attention to you.
Okay.
And understands that it's your walk, not
right,
his.
Right, I'm the boss.
Right? Vernon, let's go. Vernon, let's go. Good boy. Vernon.
That's it.
Good boy. Vernon.
Let's go.
Good boy. Let's go. Good. Vernon. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Vernon. Let's go. Vernon. Vernon. Let's go. Yes, good boy. Vernon. Yes, good boy. So now you see what I did? It's almost what he was paying. You saw how he started to pay attention?
Yeah, you weren't.
He's starting to watch my legs now.
He was just doing it.
So you want to practice that a few times.
Yeah.
Keep treats on you so that when he turns on his own,
right.
As soon as he makes that turn, it's a big deal.
Okay.
Good boy.
Okay.
When you say his name, give him a quick to wake him up, snap him out of it.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, if you see a dog, once you start getting it, the more you do this, it's repetition.
Right. Oh yeah.
The quicker he'll learn.
Yeah.
So if you see a dog ahead of you, where he doesn't see it first,
right.
Wait for him to see it. You'll know when he sees it.
Oh yeah.
That's when you say, Vernon.
Okay.
Turn.
And then turn.
You don't give him a chance to do that. And the more you do that, the closer you'll be able to get.
Okay.
Because he'll understand that I'm walking with you.
Right. Right.
It's not my choice to change course or to go after something that she shouldn't be going after.
Shouldn't be doing. Right.
Good boy, Vernon.
Okay.
Good boy.
So turn him and keep going, or turn him and then go back going?
Turn him, keep going.
Okay. Okay. So
because
change my direction altogether to avoid
because you want
dog.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you want to also teach him that to stay focused.
Right. Okay.
And that's how you do it. But once you turn him, and if you can give him a treat, but talk to him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The more you talk to him, the more you treat him, the more he can see the difference between right and wrong.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Wrong is pulling.
Right.
Right is following.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And they learn by repetition.
Right.
So the more you do it, the better he'll get at it.
Yeah.
And the other one was the kennel. He didn't like the kennel. I saw the kennel. It was kind of like claustrophobic for a dog that size. So until she gets another kennel, I told her everything good comes out of that kennel. His food, his water, new toys, treats, everything, so that he starts to see the kennel differently. And after a while, he will see the kennel differently if she follows through with it. Now, the kennel, from here on out, everything good comes from that kennel. Okay. Everything. His meals, new toys, treats, everything good comes from the kennel.
Really thought about it. Okay.
Everything. So from now on, you feed him. Leave the kennel open.
Right.
You feed him.
Put it in there.
Put it in the back of the kennel.
Okay.
Let him eat his food in there. He'll eat it and he'll come back out.
Right.
He gets a new toy, it goes in the kennel first.
Okay.
Do you give him bully sticks?
He actually just got his first one.
Okay. They love bully sticks.
Yeah, he does.
Right. Everything good comes out of that kennel. Okay. Right? So that he associates the kennel with something really good. To the point where he's going to go in there to check it every once in a while on his own. Right. To see if there's something good in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you can still do what you do with, how you just drop treats in there for him.
Yeah, well I figured that might, make him go in it, but he doesn't. Yeah. He reaches as far as he can go with his back feet still out.
He's going to eat.
Oh yeah.
He wants to eat.
Oh yeah, he gets them.
So he gets his food in the water inside the bowl. You take out the mat, whatever you have in there, and just leave it so that there's food, water, and just, like I said, you buy a new toy for him or something.
Right, put it in there first.
Put it in there first. Okay. It goes in the kennel. Everything good comes out of that kennel from now on. The dog is pretty good. He learned, he's pretty interested in treats, so he learned pretty quick, So I think if she did it for 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it is, maybe even less, the dog would she'd see a different dog. And it will also build their bond. That's why I like to train people, teach people how to train their dogs, because it really does create a really stronger bond between them and their dog. And I think that within a couple of weeks, or maybe sooner, maybe a little more, but I think that the relationship between her and the dog is going to be a lot better. And that was our mission today.